But all right. So obviously, since I've checked out Disventure Camp and all its creations they have done, even going to back to watching Adventure Camp was pretty much crazy, and how much it's developed throughout the years. And here we are, another drama theory video, and it's Disventure Camp characters before versus after. So I saw from the thumbnail that they had there's even first drawing depictions of these characters before we got Adventure Camp. So I kind of want to know what was their first thought when fleshing out these characters before we got Adventure Camp, and then we got Disventure Camp. So let's see.
These characters look like now, but do you know how they looked back then? You know what these characters look like now, but do you know how they looked back then? When Ellie looked like Gwen and 10 was a girl? No? Well, today you're gonna find out. Number 1, Gabby. Gabby's design was inspired by Dawn and Leonard.
Okay, so she would be a what's it called, D&D person, and would also talk with animals. Okay, that would be an awesome concept.
Designs looked like this. The first one was completely different from the Gabby we know today, except for the similar hair color, and they also both wear a sweater. The second pre-beta design was obviously
gothic.
Inspired by Dawn, which was expected.
And yeah, and that one has more
gives me that
Dawn
Disney
vibe with the other one.
vibe. So the creators might have also been inspired by Ella. But I'm glad they chose to give Gabby a more unique design in Adventure Camp. Between her Season 1 and All-Stars designs, they only changed some small details. Number 2, Miriam. Considering her first design,
bro, Miriam looks not even old in there.
The creators originally wanted Miriam to be the sweet old lady stereotype instead of the grumpy old lady who hates the new generation. In her
that was exactly what happened in Adventure Camp. That she would be the grumpy old lady that was like, oh, I don't understand these kids and their generation of stuff that they do. Like I don't like that. And she actually like was the sweetest old lady, and she came to play in Disventure Camp. The first season rebooted after Adventure Camp. Like, that was amazing, like how they fleshed that character out.
First design, she had a drawing that resembled a cat instead of her normal flower from Adventure Camp in Season 1.
Let me guess, she was gonna be a cat lady.
She was a cat lover in the first drafts. Her old sweater was also different from the new one, which looks more like a t-shirt. I'm guessing she was initially supposed to be younger, considering her lack of wrinkles and the darker tone of her hair instead of the bright gray we're used to.
But also, like that granny was gonna be something else.
We can see that she initially didn't wear any earrings, and that her original shoes were sandals compared to the house shoes she's wearing now. Compared to Season 1, in Disventure Camp All-Stars, she wears different earrings, a different t-shirt, and different shoes. Also, the creators changed her skirt with pants. Number 3, Fiore. Her design went through lots of changes before the one from Adventure Camp.
Yeah, there's a lot of changes.
That she was always intended.
She looked like one of those characters from Problem Solvers.
Very young,
and have you seen Problem Solvers, like how they look like?
From most of her first designs,
she was kind of going in that art style
with the hoodie and redesigned her shoes. I think that giving her a childish look was a big challenge for the creators until they focused more on her face.
Because there was usually never a child challenger in
things related to her
in this what's it called
until they had a
in
more
this game.
realistic approach.
Total Drama didn't have that, nor
kids. Around
anything
face,
else.
Big eyes, a small nose, and a small mouth. They nailed it in the transition between Adventure Camp and Disventure Camp Season 1 by changing her original clothes with an overall.
That would have been really crazy just seeing that first iteration of her.
They gave her a scrunchie. Now, her All-Stars design isn't that different from the one used in Season 1.
She's just older.
Basically, they changed her clothes a little and added more details to her design overall.
And also height.
Grat.
Because it's like 1 or 2 years.
Or did she look a lot like Lindsay? I mean, she has the same boots.
Oh my gosh, she was going to be a Lindsay character? Oh, damn. That would have been crazy.
She used to have a different hair design compared to the Gret we know today, which also kind of resembles Lindsay's hair.
Dude, she would have been a Lindsay Heather. Lindsay Heather.
And she didn't
that would have been
a
crazy
on
one.
Her hands. Also, if we look at her face, we can see that her nose and eyes were also different from the redesign used in Adventure Camp. Now, between the Adventure Camp design and the one from Disventure Camp Season 1, the main differences are the eye format, the earrings, and the shoes. In All-Stars, The main differences were represented by her fitness journey, which she experienced between seasons, and some small changes in her outfit. Number
Yeah.
5. Tom. In his first design, he honestly looked
Like
like a teen
Duncan?
dressed up for Halloween, especially with that spiky-ass hair. It was the best idea ever to change it. Changing his gloves design was also
Oh my gosh, dude! Just see this. It looks like Duncan, but if he was wearing a bandit cowl and also he looks like he's going like on a ski trip.
a good idea, since the old ones looked like what my grandma used to give me. If we look at his redesign in particular, we can notice that the creators first wanted to give him tactical pants with lots of pockets and continued with that idea up until the Adventure Camp design.
The
Nowadays,
chef
if
fight,
you look at Tom's
bro.
pants,
I wanted
Look at Tom's bulge and his tight swimsuit.
they don't even
Oh
have
my.
pockets. I think that this change was an improvement, especially because in his first Adventure Camp design, Tom's costume looks like a thermal suit, which was a great
Which would've
choice
been
for
cool.
an agent's costume able to deal with difficult situations.
But, like, he was
In
more
All
into the
Stars,
spy.
He changed all of his clothes, now wearing jeans, a hoodie, and a jacket. Number 6. Dan. He originally had 2 designs before the creators made
Basically,
his
it was
final
gonna
one
be
for
a
the beta
herald
version.
of
Starting
this.
with his first design,
Like, he kinda looked
honestly
like
looks
Harold.
to me.
Yeah.
His hair, glasses, and his face's shape overall, all of those things were different. His hoodie had a
And his
different color,
improvement in
and also
detailing
his
was
pants and
different,
shoes
and
had
it comes
slightly
to also the
different
character as
designs.
well. Was
Then there's
also
the
cool.
second design, in which the creators thought of making him a girl. This design is totally different from the Dan we know today.
Like a Velma?
Between his Adventure Camp design
Maybe
and the
that's
one
what I
from
was thinking
season
of,
one,
'cause, like, he
there's
was,
no real difference.
kinda,
The only
like,
thing
smart.
that is obvious is the change in the series budget. Number 7, Ellie. She had 2 original designs.
Oh my gosh, dude! Ellie would have been the most changed character. She either would have like had blue hair, like Gwen, or would have had a blonde design, which I don't even know like who the inspiration is from.
Designs. We know that Ellie had financial problems, and the creators wanted to show that very clearly in her clothes. Because of her blue hair, in this design she kind of resembles Gwen. Yet her other
She was
design
she's
kinda
also
resembles
troubled.
Sprint with that big forehead. So it seems like for the Adventure Camp design, they combined the 2 original designs. Then for Disventure Camp Season 1, they again changed her hairstyle, eye color,
They
and
still give her the
shoes.
freckles?
Also, they improved the details of her shirt. In her final design from All Stars, they slightly changed her hair, skirt, shirt, and socks, and made her wear a vest.
Nice.
Number 8, Will. Now the old Will looks totally different.
Jamaican.
From his original
He was gonna
design.
be so
From his
Jamaican.
eyes, his smile, clothes, and
Make him
shoes,
like DJ
all of those things
from,
were different.
what's it called,
Judging
Street
by his
Fighter.
Smile, I'm guessing that they initially planned Will to be a more extroverted person than he ended up being. He also had a cap in his original design. Now the main difference between his Adventure Camp design and the one from Season 1 is that Will locked in and took mewing seriously the
Damn.
whole time. Number
Looks
9,
like a Chad in there.
Ashley. As you can see, the pre-beta design and the one
Look
from
very
Adventure
much
Camp
the
are
same.
pretty similar. There are only some small details that differentiate the two
small
of them.
details.
The color scheme and the size of her shirt. Also, for an
Okay.
interesting detail, look very closely. You'll see that in her pre-beta design, she had speckles. Compared to her design from
Damn.
Adventure Camp,
Freckles as
in
well,
her
like,
design from Season
Ellie?
1, she has longer hair, different eye color, and different boots. From Season 1 to All Stars, Ashley's design didn't change too much.
No.
Only small things have been changed to make the character look better.
Well, it's just like
Number
the
10,
old
Lil. Overall,
oldness.
if you look at her pre-beta design,
I mean, if they were to make her into this kind of aspect, she would have looked like a Girl Scout.
and her beta design,
But, like,
they
she's
resemble
more
a
of,
lot.
like,
The
a
word that I would
wilderness
use to
survivor.
describe the pre-beta design is simplicity, especially if you only pay attention to her head. She looked like some of the drawings we used to do as kids. Maybe it's because the drawing is from 2011.
Damn,
So her hair and her
2011?
face were
Fuck.
totally different.
So old.
Alongside her uniform and shoes, she also had a scarf instead of her iconic vest, and she didn't have her headband. In the next design, the one from Disventure Camp Season 1, the creators changed her uniform and shoes again, alongside the design of her headband and her facial structure.
Yeah.
Number 11.
She looks more
Jake.
clean.
Apparently, creating his design was an immediate success, considering that the only difference between his original design and the one from Adventure Camp was the print on his shirt. Even in his final design for Disventure
The
Camp
skull.
Season 1, his t-shirt was changed with a hoodie.
It looks like a
Besides
squid.
this
It
main
looks like an
difference,
alien
He
squid.
doesn't have gloves anymore. In All Stars, he changed his hair, and instead of the old hoodie, he got a new jacket that still has that iconic skull on the sides. Number 12. Nick. Although Nick was a member of the original Adventure Camp, there's no picture of his pre-beta design available. Still, he's one of the characters that suffered a big redesign between his Adventure Camp and Disventure Camp appearances.
Damn.
In his first design, he wore a much more elegant suit that gave him a more exquisite vibe. His hair and shoes were also different from the one used in his Disventure Camp
yeah, he was
design.
using more of the black
Season
suit.
One, he
That's
also
why.
wore a suit, but one that
In this
gave
one,
the
he has
vibe
a
of rich,
Playboy.
spoiled teen who
Yeah,
spends
he has
all
the
of his parents'
Playboy,
money on parties.
suited.
Nick wasn't invited to Disventure Camp All-Stars, yet we can see his newest design on his YouTube channel. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right. That this YouTube channel is this character, the person that voices him, and it's like reacting to obviously Disventure Camp, and also brings in some of the other voice actors that have not been in this season to like react with him. Like, that's sick. I like that aspect, and they should actually do that more often. Where obviously, oh well, what happened to this character? Well, they're gonna be reacting to it in real time.
He has his own YouTube channel. Here, he mainly reacts to Disventure Camp All-Stars episodes.
Ignore the 304s. What color's your Bugatti?
Oh.
I'm so sorry. I'm sorry for my sins. We done here?
There it is, guys. If you want to see how the Total Drama characters looked like before Total Drama, make sure to check out the video on the right.
Oh yeah, I've seen a little bit of that, and oh my gosh, dude, the changes were insane. And also, dude, look at that. Where is it? Where's my finger? The two-headed Marcus. Oh god.
Take care and see you next time with a brand new video.
Which is obviously, if you want to see more of that part 2, then obviously go ahead and give Drama Theory a like, which I'm gonna do right now, because I definitely want to see more of like their designs of the other characters, because I know there's probably one for almost everyone, like how they would have looked if they were to be part of Adventure Camp or part of Disventure Camp Season 1 if they weren't selected to become for Season 2. Like, yeah. Another awesome video by Drama Theory. And it shows just how much progress came in from something that was something fun to make in 2011 to something that was created and became Adventure Camp to something that got so much attention to becoming Disventure Camp Season 2, and then Season 1, the reboot, and then we got All-Stars, and then now where we're at Season 4, which is still crazy. And also they're putting little explanations for the characters for Season 4, and I will definitely check that out another time. Maybe Drama Theory might make a video of like what to expect from these characters, because now they're actually explaining like what they have. Like, yes, you may see the poster of it, but they have little explanations on it. So that's what I'm hoping, that Drama Theory makes a full compilation video, and then I could get my thoughts on it, or vice versa, of I just read the little explanation that they got on their little post, and then get my thoughts about it. But nonetheless, still an amazing video by Drama Theory, and I'm hoping that this video gets so many likes that we get that we get a part 2 of this, because I definitely want to see more designs that gave us this amazing show that is Disventure Camp. Amazing.